Welcome everybody to another live stream. I hope you guys are having a great day today. My day is going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Awesome Possum just assumed my my physical appearance in 2020 and I'm now triggered. Awesome Possum stands by their assumption. Hello Angry Dad, Solar Flare, I can't talk. Frank, Awesome Possum, Bill, King, Zombie, Hermitcraft Watch, Dream of the Tomorrow, Immortal, Neptune, welcome. Hope you guys are having a great day. Pexon, hello. Go, I'm just gonna call you Go. Goktug Sinnel? Yeah, I probably said that wrong. How about just Go? How about just Go? Tama coming in with a 8-month resub, dropping a Twitch Prime. Welcome back. Thank you for the 8 months. Also, Frank resub for 23 months, nearly a 2-year resub. Thank you, Frank, for the 23 months, also dropping a Prime. Pexon resubbed for 4 months. Welcome back, Pexon. Thank you for the 4 months. Hello, I was a Bush. Mirage GM. So guys, we didn't have a stream on Wednesday, and I kind of played a little bit on Thursday, just a little bit. So I have added some stuff. Like I was trying to figure out like a border to go around these tanks that we just kind of had in the middle of our room, and now it's kind of like turning into a separation wall, and I like the way that looks. But like these machines we're gonna have to rearrange a little bit, I feel like. At least that one for sure. But yeah, I like the way that's starting to look. So I did that around both sides, and it's a thing. It's a thing. I did upgrade our power a little bit. So we have 2 steam producers coming from 2 separate EV consumers now off our MFSUs. And the reason I did that, the reason why I did this, is because I doubled our current power production. So down here, instead of having 5 steam boilers, we now have 10 of them. So I added in a new set of steam boilers. We have doubled our power production. So I doubled the amount of power that we are sending, or I guess the amount of steam that we're sending through this. Yep. So we got that done. We are now losing blaze rods, not extremely fast, but we are losing them. So we had up over 1 million, and then we used a whole bunch to power up 5 boilers. But we're on a slight downward trend on blaze rods. So either we make another blaze spawner and add that to our current spawner setup, and we just spawn that many more blaze so we can make more blaze rods, or we try and work towards getting off blaze rods completely. Those are our 2 options. I was a Bush with 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits, dude. You watch so many ads for 100 bits? Well, appreciate it. So besides this, power is a thing that we need to focus on today, like taking care of that. Besides that, over at spawn... Oh, I don't have my game sounds turned on. There we go. Over at spawn, I took the bees that we were working on for the last couple of days, last couple of live streams, and I moved the apiaries right here, right? So all of our Edenic bees are over here. So if we're standing on top of this enchantment table, we should get affected by all of the bees in the area, and you can see my current XP level is increasing. So I can do my enchanting right here. Yep. So that's where we are with that. So our XP farm is done. We're done with that portion of working on bees. Who's the funniest hermit to you IRL? I don't know, dude. I don't know. All right, so first things first, we are going to do our quarries. I did set up another quarry over the weekends when I was on and just kind of derping around. So we have one of those done since last time, an extra one. All right, get rid of all of this. Hello, Matza, how you doing? I need this and this. That is not what I wanted to place. This and this and that. So one here, one there, one there, one there. All right, and then this way. All right, so that should be all of those. What's this mod? May I direct your attention to the title of the live stream? Okay. Hello, SD. Day 24 is your favorite mod pack? All right, so we need a build craft energy producer, energy bridge, steam consumer, tesseract. This needs to be set on receive only, hypno steam. Need to place these guys. Everything's all powered up. A place for the items to go and the pipes to send the items. Cool. So now we need to get... Did I mess something up? No, we got the laser thing, laser thing, laser thing, laser thing. So now the only thing we got to do is get the water in here and then we should be good to go. Knocked him Nemo coming in. And why don't I have the yellow marks around? That's annoying. Noctum Nemo with a 46-month resub. Welcome back, Noctum Nemo. Thank you for the 46, my dude, and for dropping that Twitch Prime. Repeated clicking on the bottom doesn't hurt. Wait, what? I don't understand. Yoda Force with a 7-month resub. Welcome back, Yoda. Thank you for the 7 and for the Twitch Prime as well. Shouldn't the Tesseract kill you when you touch it? No, that's not the kind of Tesseract this is. Well, I guess I can... Oh, you know what? I put that water in the wrong spot, didn't I? That's the one where the water goes. So I guess we can get this one. Mycelium biome? Yes, this is a Mistcraft world. It's a dimension that only has one single biome. You're just gonna start FTB Ultimate? You know what? I would recommend it. It's a fun mod pack. It is old though. But I am thoroughly enjoying my play of this mod pack. Okay, all the water's in place, power's in place, item collection's in place. We are good to go. What's the goal of the water again? So the water obsidianizes any lava. These buildcraft quarries refuse to mine any block that lava is on top of. So that means the block that it's on and any block directly below it all the way down to bedrock, it won't mine. So the water obsidianizes any lava, and then the quarry will mine the obsidian. All right, all 4 of them are going. We're good to go. Let's get out of here. Yeah, so you'll notice, like, if we go all the way down here, see there's obsidian, but there's no lava. Yeah. Just for fun, a mining machine with frames and mining wheels? Wait, what? This is not reloaded. This is the original. Yeah, so another thing that I did is I tried making a whole bunch more of these logic matrices. Let's go see real quick if that did what we wanted it to do. I filled up a stack in each one of these things over here, and I chunk loaded it. So this spot loader's in this chunk, that spot loader's in that chunk, and then I have a spot loader in this chunk. We're using 3 separate chunks here for everything. Yeah. So how did we do? Yeah, I don't know if this is actually working, since this was going now for like many hours. I'm not sure why that's not working. I can't imagine it takes 6 or 8 hours per every one of these. So it's like it's only working if I'm online or if I'm nearby. I don't think this works if it's chunk loaded. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and grab these. Odd that it stops for lava, but water is fine. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to do that with Buildcraft, but that's just the way it is. Another thing I would like to do, we have a whole lot of iron being collected right now, and this is just being stored. Ooh, 666,000 wheat. And this is just being stored on our digital storage. I feel like we should move the iron and copper to deep stores. That way we're not having to worry about potentially running out of disk space, those red lights, etc. So storage boosts. Actually, you know what? We should probably just go ahead and put all of our different resources. So what do we want to do? Iron, copper, silver, lead, gold. I guess appetite probably should be on one too. I'm not sure if lapis really needs to. We only have 19,000. It's not like it's a ridiculous amount. Like almost 200,000 iron is pretty significant. 100,000 copper is pretty significant. I think we'll go with this. Maybe I'll add just the rest of these ingots too. I think that's it. All right, so just those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 storage bus. All right, and then a deep storage. So we need 6 more of those. I think those are made in 4, so we're gonna get 8 total. All right. Cool, so I guess we're just gonna add these over here. I really should find a more permanent spot for these, but we're just gonna do this. Oops. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, I'm breaking all the things. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. All right, so that's going to be iron, copper, silver, lead, gold, nickel, and apatite. All right, so now that we have that in place, we should be able to grab... We have an I/O port here. Yeah, so if I take my discs and then I start putting them through the I/O port, it'll take everything that's off them and try and put them back into the system. And anything that's on a storage bus, it should find that first. So I think that's all we have to do. Gregor coming in with the 28-month resub. Welcome back, Gregor. Thank you for the 28 months. Oh, did I not grab the disc? I'll take the next two. Hi, King Jumpy. We'll see you later. No, there is no priority setting in this. But storage buses with a filter like that have priority over the digital storage. For sure. Yep, so things are filling up as expected. Is this family friendly? I don't consider this stream to be family friendly because we listen to music that isn't exactly family friendly. And we play games that aren't family friendly. I myself don't personally swear a lot, but I don't consider this stream family friendly. You're a hermit, how are you not family friendly? See, I think there's a misconception between family friendly and like appropriate for all audiences. I don't cater to little kids. We have plenty of chrome ingots made. In fact, I queued up like 500 of them last night, I think. Something like that. Why would the hermits have to be family friendly? They don't have to be family friendly. But if you are somebody who swears a lot, and does mature content, your audience is going to be a lot smaller than somebody who makes content for like all ages, general audience. But there is no rule saying that any of the hermits have to be quote unquote family friendly. I'm not sure if any of them consider themselves to be actually family friendly. All right. Oh yeah, that's another thing I did. I set up a spider spawner. So we are killing spiders. All right, so all of our iron here, all of our copper, silver, lead, gold, our nickel, and the apatite. Awesome. So we still have one more red light. I'm not sure what that is. Do I have a, what you call it? ME chest? ME chest. I kind of want to make an ME chest so I can see individual discs and what are on them. No, weed has its own storage bus. There's something else. That might be obsidian or something. I don't know. Let's figure out what's on this disc. Why is this completely full? Oh, it's the tiny cactus. No, but seriously, what is it? Am I missing something? That, oh, there's 14,000 amber. I'm not seeing anything on here that's like really standing out to me. Ferrous ore? Okay, so we have Galena ore, ferrous ore, and 14,000 amber, and then some of the Thaumcraft stuff. There's also this oh, here we go, mercury, 25,000 mercury cells. Let's go ahead and set up another one, I guess. Wait, there's 131,000 ender dust. Did I miss that? Let me look. Ender dust? Ah, Nicolite. Yeah, let's put Nicolite. Good call. I didn't even see that. Storage bus. All right, this disc for sure needs to be redone, but I think I might need to do a few more. There could potentially be Nicolite on more than one disc. $131,000 in a 64K disc. What? Yeah, it's not one item equals one byte or whatever. That's not how applied energistics works. How much you have, Blaze Spawner S? What? I'm gonna go ahead and grab like a whole bunch of these, and we're gonna redo this because I can have Nicolite on more than the one disc. Those are empty. That's empty. You wonder how much ME discs can store on them? You mean how much IRL data can they store? If you take a 64K disc, and I believe if you partition it so it can only hold one item, I think you can hold 500,000 of one particular item. I think. It's been a while since I last like did that, but I think that's right. You mean soul shards with blaze souls? I have 3 current blaze spawners going. Tier 5 blaze soul shard spawners. It was enough for 5 of those Railcraft steam boilers, but it's not enough for 10. Nice lag spike. I was like, what's going on? All right, so no more red lights. We have 3 full 64K discs available and all of our nickel lights over here. Okay. For now, that makes me happy. All Now remember, since last time we streamed, we've had these things going. These are just constantly taking redstone and centrifuging them. Right? So as far as chrome goes, we have 724 chrome ingots. I'm gonna go and sleep since DMAC left. All right, so if we go to our void world. Oh, okay, so that is why that string wasn't as high as I thought it should be. So I need to put blocks around that to keep spiders from doing that. Interesting. All right, so anyway, the question was blaze spawners. Yes, these three right here, they're all connected together. Ooh, that's loud. So I have 3 tier 5 blaze spawners going right now. All those mobs are ending up in this other void world. It's a lot of particles. Yeah, we set up a gas spawner so we could farm some gas tiers. It's not set up to like auto capture ghasts or auto kill them or whatever. It was just kind of like a temporary manual farm situation. So if we were gonna work towards getting off blaze rods, that means we need to get towards oil, which means we need to make oily comb. So that means more bee stuff. And I think the one that I want to do is the refined bee, because that also gives us petroleum combs, which can give us petroleum propolis, which is biofuel. So that's extra fuel. So we could run some off biofuel, and then we could run some off oil that gets converted into... Where is it? It doesn't show here, but you can convert it into fuel using the refinery or whatever. So we can have 2 separate sources off this one... Off the 1B. Let's see. So the refined is 10 and 4. I think that's the one we want, right? Yeah, 10 and 4. So it shows the refined twice. I'm not actually sure why. That's what confused me. But yeah, this is the one we want. So refined. Let me go ahead, take some notes here. So refined bee comes from oily and distilled. The oily bee comes from primeval and modest. The primeval comes from ancient and noble. I think we have the noble already, and ancient is noble and diligent. Okay, so we need to figure out distilled. Distilled comes from oily and industrious. Okay, so we have to do diligent and noble to get ancient, noble and ancient to get primeval, and then modest, which is this hive bee plus the primeval to get oily, and then oily plus the industrious, which we already have to get distilled. So it's not that big of a deal to do this. The only thing that could come into play is like different biomes that we have to do this in. Yeah, this should be a pretty quick prospect to get to these. So diligent and noble. Let's go check that out real quick. Diligent and noble. We have 2 nobles, so that'll be perfect. And that'll get us an ancient. I guess I need to look these up to see what the biome is. Does it say requirements? Pure ancient bees require normal climate, normal humidity, start working at least 1 flower. It doesn't say anything about breeding. Breeding. Yeah, it doesn't say that there is... Okay, so we should be able to do that in the overworld. So let's grab a star. Okay, so we don't have any of those. I need to go grab some chocolate frames too. All right. One star, 1 noble, 1 diligent. Do you need to keep what one was the queen to get it right in the end? I don't understand the question. All right, Gregor, we'll see you later if you're still around, dude. Hog's Breath, do you have a problem with the entrance to my base? Oh, we don't have flowers here. All right, so there's our ancient bees. So now that we have ancient, we need to put the ancient with the noble. We don't need the ancient for anything else, so I'll just take a noble princess or drone. I mean, yeah. Oh, I need another star. I forgot to grab a star. You know, I thought we made more nether stars than that. I feel like we're missing some. Probably not, but I feel like we are. All right, so a star plus an ancient plus a noble. Anybody got any good plans for this weekend? I'm not even sure if you can have good plans these days, to be completely honest. Polish Fruit with a 2-month reset. Welcome back. Thank you for the 2 months. How was your runs on Decked Out? Have they been good? You can watch my Hermitcraft episodes to see my runs. I put them in there. So now we have the primeval. So primeval plus modest will equal an oily. I feel like I want to do this mutation 3 times. So we'll grab all of our modest bees to go with this primeval one. So modest princess. Modest princess. So that'll go with those 2. And then the primeval goes with this one. All right, so we have 3 different ones. So the modest princess has to mutate in the desert, because this bee only works in the desert. Oh, I didn't tweet the Twitter. You're right, I forgot. Let me fix that. I will tweet the Twitter and community post the post. The Twitter's been tweeted. Tweet. All right, it's nighttime. Let's sleep real quick. Don't forget the star. Thank you. In fact, I need 3 stars for this. So do I still have an apiary? No, I had one right here, but I don't have one anymore. Let's grab another apiary that we can put right there. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 frame housings. I need 21 alveary blocks and 9 slabs. Mutator. There we go. All right, let's set up another one of these real quick. Sometimes the lag in this is a little crazy. Like, I feel like I'm clicking things in, but then it just doesn't happen. Okay, so modest princess and the primeval drone, that should do a thing. I'm gonna put the other one down here. That would be the primeval princess and the modest drone with a star. And then while that's going, this one should be finished. Anytime now. You thought this was Hermitcraft? What part of the title of the live stream led you to believe such a thing? The mutators take the pain out of bees? Yes. Remember, they are taking a nether star. So if there wasn't like a little bit of a cheaty way for us to get those nether stars, it would still be quite a pain. Whoop. For some reason, most people don't read the title. I know Twitch would be a much better place if they like forced people to read the title of a live stream before being able to chat. Would make it much better. All right, so now that we have the oily, we need to take an oily plus an industrious to make a distilled, and then we need to take the distilled plus an oily to make a refined. So let's grab oily and industrious. Oh, I don't have any industrious drones because they all get... Let's do this. I need to stop liquefying the industrious bees. Aha, I got one. So, oily bee, I need to figure out what biome that is. I don't remember. Well, this doesn't say it has to be a specific biome. All right, so I guess we're just gonna do that in the meadow. Let's grab another star. Actually, I guess I'll grab 2 stars. The oil biome, obviously. All right, so we need oily and industrious. Oh, I only grabbed 1 drone. Okay, so oily and industrious. The star is in. If people can't read, how can they participate in the chat? Just saying. Grubby says, since I have coronavirus, I'm watching every day of your streams. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you recover very soon at that. All right, so distilled plus oily makes refined. So let's put another thing in here. So distilled plus oily. I should go grab another star and we can do this one twice. Distilled plus oily. Spook with a Twitch Prime sub. Welcome, Spook. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. All right, you guys are just being silly at this point. Yeah, we'll switch over to a liquid fueled firebox. Sweet. All right, so we're at the refined bees. That's like, that was real hard, right? So at this point, we need to like set these up, have them continue to go to make more drones so we can duplicate them and have more bees. So I need to go automate our alveary over there. Boom, 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 boom.
Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause. Press play. Don't pause.
All right, so we have a gate. We need a wooden transport pipe. We need apiarist pipe. And then we need, I don't know, a chest. Okay, so wooden transport, apiarist pipe, chest. So red is any bees, and then black is anything. You can go in there, you can go in there. We need to put the Antarctic gate on. And this is gonna be inventory, space and inventory energy pulsar. Cool, so this should just continue to go. And then we'll get more and more of the drones. We're gonna have to make like an ultimate bee, one that's got the caves and all of this stuff. But in order to do that, we need to make sure that we have like all the different traits off them. Actually, hold on a second before I go any further. Can I just do that right away? Do we have all the traits? I don't remember. Let me see what this bee is before we start making a bunch of drones to duplicate. I don't want to have the same mistake that we made last time where we have a bunch of bees and then we have to like redo them. So this doesn't have nocturnal, flyer, or cave. So let's do that immediately. Also, the speed is the slowest, so we need to get that up as well. Let's start off with getting those first 3 traits on there though. So we want all 3 of these. Inoculator. Unfortunately, this takes a minute. When did I start this series? I think the title of the live stream says this is day 24, so 23 live streams ago. Hello, Kenshin. I think I missed part of that conversation. You just got done being sick this whole week. You had a temperature of 101. Wow. Thankfully, it was just a cold. Yeah, dude. The last time I had a temperature like that, I actually had the flu. That was probably 9 or 10 years ago. It was a while ago, and that was not fun at all. Like, ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna put these other bees in our forest area. Let's get them out of my inventory. Less confusion. Oh, Joey, the bot thought that you were posting a link since you put hypno.how. You didn't put like a space between it, so I thought that was a link. Don't worry about it. How's my day going? My day is going well. Yeah, that was like the last time I can recall having the flu, and I just remember it was like awful. I remember like having aches and pains all over, lying in bed just having like the worst fever, rolling over because I was like too hot, and then put my hand down where I was resting, and the bed felt like it was hotter than I was. Like, oh, it just was not a good time. And then I had like a residual cough from having that flu. It lasted for like a full month. It was so awful. I felt I shared an office with a coworker, and I like apologized that first day I came back. I was like, look, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have this cough, and there's nothing I can do about it. Ugh. How does your PC not lag and stay stable? By having a good computer? Not having like the cheapest computer I can get? I mean, I don't know what you're looking for. If you get a good computer, it won't lag. You can run ! specs in the chat to get a list of my PC parts if you're interested in what I run. It's not brand new, but it's not like low end. You know, there's gotta be a way that I can automate this, right? Where like, once the bee comes down to here, we extract it out and then goes into the next one. And then once it's done with that, it goes into the next one. I'm sure there's a way to automate that. It'd probably just be a real pain to do in this version. I think the only pipes that we could do that with is buildcraft pipes. And that's just gonna be a little ridiculous to deal with. Yeah, maybe routers, but again, I haven't even gotten into routers yet. They take a little bit of effort to get into. Like, we started working on, what do you call it, the logic matrices or matrices. But that's as far as we've gone with the routers. We made like the dark iron, and then I made the crystallizers to make the logic matrices. But like, we haven't even like touched routers. Got 10 more of these now, I guess. I'm sure if we like focused on it, we could probably get into routers today. I'm just not sure I want to do that for this specific thing right now. It's not like we're having to do a whole lot of these. It's just we're putting it through 3 different processes or whatever, right? I just wish this took longer than however long this takes. Has anybody ever timed how long this is? I feel like it's 2 minutes or something. Maybe it's only 1 minute, but it feels like it's forever. See ya, Yoda Force. These are some crazy mods. Well, this mod pack is back from 2013. So nothing in here is like super crazy, but a lot of the things in this pack aren't like, what you call it? Not nerfed. That's not the word that I'm looking for. Balanced. They aren't balanced. They like work fine in vanilla Minecraft by themselves, but like when you put each mod that works fine in vanilla Minecraft by itself together with other mods, like you get a lot of interactions that maybe are unintended by the mod authors. In later versions of these mods and in these mod packs, things are a lot more balanced and a lot less fun. All right, that one's done. So now we can take this and start maximum fertility. Fill that one up. This one needs to be purified. Is it 4 minutes per injection? Oh my goodness. It feels like it takes forever. Just Playa with a 35-month resub. Welcome back, Just Playa. Thank you for the 35, dude. Hey ho. You know, one thing we should do, we should look up the fastest production bee that we can get. What is it? Apiarist database version 3. Master apiarist database version 3.2. The Google Doc. Does this still work? Oh, it does. All right. So I want to look. Let me grab this. Let me zoom this in. Control scroll. There we go. That way you guys can see too. So we want mutation guide, produced items, genome default traits. So we want production speed. Is there a way to sort? Does this not have a sort function? All right, so fast. What else do we got here? I think one of the Thaumcraft bees has the fastest. Fast, sticky, corrosive, caustic, acidic. We're looking for faster or fastest. Windy. Let me write this down so I don't forget. Windy, faster. Air is fastest. I believe that is a Thaumcraft bee. Ignis is faster. I guess I'll write that down too.
Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing now. Don't run away. We can still figure it out.
Blizzy, Gelid, Pyro.
Push you down. I'm reaching out. You think that I wanna let you go. Well, look at me and legs and bones.
Okay.
That I knew what was wrong.
And endearing. Endearing is fastest and longest.
You tell me I don't know why I do. More harm than good. Each time I let you.
That might be one that we go for then. That's got two of the traits we want. Oh, actually, I guess all these are fastest, longest. Air is not. So let's do not the Thaumcraft ones, but the thermal expansion ones. So if I wanted to make endearing, oh, does that not exist? Uh-oh. Pyro? Pyro doesn't exist. Aha, so that's the wrong database then. Dang. Yeah, windy, air. Ding, 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 ding. I guess I should have looked that up before continuing. This is for 1.7.10. I assumed it was gonna work. Let's go back. Master APS Database 2.0. Forestry extra bees and thaumic bees. Default traits. So cultivated is fast. I'm just gonna do this off screen. Aura. Does that work? Aura? Yes, there is an aura bee. Fastest worker. I don't know if I want to do that. This says Ignis. Oh, that's thaumic bees as well, right? So that's fastest. So besides that, cultivated is fast. If we want to go any faster than fast, we have to get into the thaumic bees. And aura. This doesn't tell me how to breed to them though, and that's the problem. I guess I could probably look up on the wiki. Essence says, hey there, quick question. You still playing on the Hermitcraft server? Yes. Quick question for you. Do you subscribe to my YouTube channel? My last uploaded video was Hermitcraft, my dude. Skulking, Brainy, Gossamer, Wispy, Batty, Ghastly all have fast. Longest would be Doctoral. Is that the only one? I remember making Doctoral before. Relic also has longest for lifespan. I'm not really sure that's needed. I feel like just the production speed. No problem, dude. Just seems like that would be a thing that you could just easily open up YouTube and find out, but fair enough. It's fine. All right. Well, while I'm still looking up that, let's make sure we get these moved along. Okay, so both of those are done. Whoa. Cultivated would be the easiest since we already have cultivated. I don't know if we have... I don't think we have speed yet. It doesn't look like it. We have longer lifespan. So I guess we don't really need to worry about lifespan. You know what? Let's just grab the cultivated and let's just grab the fast. I think we'll just call it good on that. If I ever want to upgrade those later, then we can go down the Thaumic D path. But I do want to get this done. Yeah, the pack does lag every now and then. Invisible power suit armor? It's not invisible. It's invisible if I take damage. Like, it goes away for a moment. Flowers... Cultivated species, slower productivity. Slower? Am I gonna have to remake? Okay, hold on. I might have to remake the cultivated bees. If these are at slower, let me go and just take a look at one of these real quick. Oh, they got screwed up. All right, stop. We gotta remake cultivated with I guess we can hold on to the species. Cultivated species. I guess I'll hold on to that one too. Yeah, we need to remake the cultivated bees with the nether stars so they are a perfect breed, and then we'll have all the base stats. That should be a very quick thing to do. Major blood loss with a 3-month resub. Welcome back. Thanks for dropping that prime. Says hello to Max. Thank you for the 3 months, dude. So cultivated. So a cultivated bee is just a common plus any hive bee. That's a real easy one. So common. I'll just grab another hive bee. I guess we can just use the modest. That should work just fine. Modest plus common and the star in the desert. The only thing that sucks about this is we gotta get a bunch of drones to like get that trait. So star, modest, common. Then these cultivateds need to go away. All of our existing cultivateds are like worthless. Shares, what are you talking about, dude? Did you mean disc? Because that's not what you typed.
Yeah, not good for me, I know. But I feel like I won a lotto. Yeah, boosting my bravado. Nothing looking better than a hands around.
Cultivated.
Need to test and prove, I know. Love to stretch the truth, I know.
All right, let's take a look at this. How are we doing here?
That's a big
Oh, that's right. I took those out. So we need to use these now.
no giving, just taking. Yeah, you love it though, cause no good habit is for breaking. So let that liquor pour down on your chest right from those lips, and we can blindfold all our problems. We can't lie.
Should I give these maximum fertility? I feel like I should. As soon as this dies off, we're going to give maximum fertility so it gives us 4 drones every time. Otherwise, I think we only get 2, and this is going to take a while. Let me redo this real quick. Maximum fertility. I have another one, right? Yeah. All right. These are still doing the cave dwelling. All right. You thought I was going for refined oil bees? We have them. The thing is, we need our refined bees to work day and night, rain or shine, right? And then we also need them to like produce fast. And I think by default, these are like kind of slower producers. Yeah, it says slowest worker on there. So you have like slowest, slower, slow. Then you have normal, then you have fast, faster, fastest, right? So like depending on the worker speed is how fast you get combs. So if these things, their only job in life is to give us oil combs, we need them to be producing fast so we get oil faster. We get more combs, which means more oil, which means more fuel for power. So right now, we are giving them the cave dwelling serum so they can work underground as well. They don't have to be exposed to the sky. We've already made them so they can work during rain, and we've already made them work at night. You can see how it says nocturnal. But yeah, we're giving them the cave dwelling one, so these are going to be really good. And then we're going to give them the productivity serum that these cultivated bees should give us. But right now, we want to make sure these cultivated bees make more babies when they die off so we can get more drones to extract the serums faster. Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah. Whose bees give titanium combs? I think that's the titanium bee. Impregnable. This is like the worst part about bees. Well, no, this isn't the worst part. The worst part about bees is doing like the vanilla bee breeding that forestry makes you do up until you can get into apiaries. This is like the second worst, where it's just kind of like you just have to wait. You're getting stream lag? Well, you can adjust the quality options. Bring it down to 720p or 480, something that might work better for your internet. Oh good, one of these are now done. This one's done. Awesome. Not done yet. JEI or NEI is the most important mod in any mod pack. Change my mind. Don't need to. Because I don't think you're wrong. That's the wrong thing. Nocturnal's done. Vanilla bee breeding, so feeding a swarm of bees some flowers. If I misspoke, I meant vanilla forestry bee breeding. Original Doom, hello. Please don't be a needy person in chat that makes me have to say hello to everybody. Feel free to hang out. You don't have to at me to make sure that I see your hello message. Dragon Egg Generator is 128 EU per tick. I mean, 128 EU per tick is adorable. We're making 2,000 EU per tick here. 128 EU per tick is like nothing. Hypno, thank you. This was the best moment of my life. You must have a pretty bad life if me saying hello to you is the best moment of it. All right, guys, let me clarify something. I'm not a parrot. All right. So telling me to say something in chat is going to get you timed out. I want to make that abundantly clear. I'm not here for your own personal entertainment monkey purposes. I'm a person. We can have a conversation. Okay, so these guys should be done. Shortest lifespan, fast production speed, fertility 4. And these don't have the nocturnal flyer and stuff like that, which doesn't really matter. We can sleep. These aren't meant to be like automatic all the time. We just need to make enough drones so we can get that fast fertility serum. Oh, it is almost nighttime though. Let's get ready to sleep, because those bees won't work at all if it turns night. Zambi. I look like a fluffy kitty? I don't think I do. I do have a fluffy kitty though. Okay. Dude, that wheat farm has been making so much wheat, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hopefully we get lucky here and we get the productivity serum real quickly. We don't have to wait a long time for it and have to like get many drones. Hopefully just like on these first little batch of them we'll get it. But if not, like we have the fertility up there, so cultivated species, flower pollination, cultivated species. Not lucky, but we still get extra chances on these drones. I don't know what the percent chance is when you do the isolator that it kills the drone. I don't know if it's like a 1 in 3 chance or 1 in 4 chance, but I do know it's a relatively high chance that it will kill the drone. Yeah, we didn't get it. Let me go grab some more drones. Why is this not going? I guess I just need to set this so it's like always going. Man. Wrong one, this one. Oh, we got it. We're good. I don't need any more. Well, actually, I guess that's not true. If we get more of the fast productivity serums, if we get more of those, then that means we have more than we can apply it to without having to wait to refill them and all that kind of stuff. Sheris, that is the second time that you have said that I've seen. And I've already told you I'm not interested, so I don't know why you're continuing to repeat yourself. Did you not hear me the last time? Yeah, I don't think we need any of those. All these are garbage. All the children are out on Fridays? I guess so. There's another fast productivity. What's a cheat way I was getting nether stars? You missed it. Uncrafting table plus the empowered gravity gun. Hey, another fast. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna leave those bees in there for now. You're watching Stone Block on YouTube, the chickens. Shake my head. Okay. You would love to be a modded Minecraft noob to learn all the big name mods again, like forestry, etc. Kenshin, I had to read that question like 6 times, dude. I think you're referring to... Let me read the question. Hypno, what was the mod again that conflicts with your mouse hairs that can build underneath you? I think what you're asking is the mod where it puts the crosshair differently when you aim under a block and you can place a block under it. I believe that's Quark. I believe that's Quark that you're referring to. But like, I had to reread that question like 6 times before I understood what you're talking about. I thought you were trolling, to be honest. Was like mouse hairs? What are you even going on about? Chat trolling? Never. Come on. Let's go. Give me the fast productivity. I'm the best? I know. I know. I was just thinking I should get rid of these bees, but at the same time, I should hold on to them until we have one that's completely done up, and then with the extra drones, we can convert this one. I think that'll be better. Did I make these have the most drones? Did I give these a fertility of 4? Because I probably want to do that. I don't remember if I did that. I don't think I did. Okay. So that gives us something else to add to these bees. So we can make more drones and make more of these to make more fuel for more power. Yeah. You guys get it. Chat only trolls on days ending in Y. I would believe it. I would believe it. Yeah, Mr. Moneybag, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, what do you mean a mouse hairs? What are you talking about? I didn't... If he said crosshairs, that would have been a different story. But I'm like, mouse hairs? Is he talking about me getting hair on my mouse pad? Hello, that coal miner. How you doing, dude? I think these are done. I'm not going to wait for this to get full. I need these to be done already. I will put the cave dwelling in here to let that charge up. But these other ones, let's just go ahead and start increasing the quality, purifying them. You doing good on me? I'm doing pretty good myself. Except for this cat here. I keep catching out of the corner of my eye on my microphone. They do more on that one. Poor quality. This one's awful quality, and this one's awful as well. Oh, now it's poor quality. That's better. So the better the quality, the more likely the trait is to be applied to the bee. So you have to take the serums, you have to charge them up. Every charge you add to it drops the existing quality, and then you have to purify it afterwards to bring up the quality. It's a fun process. It's fun. Trust me, this is fun. Look how much fun that I'm having right now. And that uses 100 mg per tick, so we're using at least 300 mg. Oh, I passed my battery. I wanted to see like how much output we're doing here. So this one's maxed out, and then this one's also sending extra steam, extra power. That's crazy. So what are we doing here? Yeah, so this one's wiggling a bit, and this one's just full on. Yeah, I noticed over the weekend, before I added in those steam boilers, I was looking at my MFSUs and I saw that we were dropping power here. And I was like, oh boy. So we definitely need to get more steam to make more power to keep that buffered. And then I was like, well, if we're putting more power in, that means we need to put more power out. So then I added in the extra steam output. Yeah, anyway. I think we're all good on power right now. Excellent quality. So one more. This should like be done. And then we can start the princess on this. There it is. All right, so we'll put that over here. Fast production, and put the princess in there. So that's doing a thing. These are still charging. How soon before you can go nuclear? I don't think there's nuclear power in this pack that's worth doing. I don't think nuclear power really is an option in this pack. I mean, I think you can do nuclear power, but it's not worth doing. Yeah, I was on 11 p.m. during Jessassin stream. Mm-hmm. Used to do thermal power with Nether Lake lava. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people did when they first played modded Minecraft, because that was the easiest power to understand. Personally, I don't like, especially on a multiplayer server, I don't like messing with non-renewable resource like lava in the Nether. Sure, you can go out further and find more and more lava, but like you just make the Nether look ugly by having flowing lava, or lava's been replaced by stone, or this and that. Like, I'm just not a fan. So I would rather like do a tree farm making biofuel, or in this case, making renewable oil using bees, or anything else besides doing lava from the Nether. Yep, bees can make lava. That's not inaccurate. Dude, this one's taking forever. Okay, so this one's excellent quality. Excellent. I guess I can go ahead and continue like putting more charges on them. This one's done. We'll purify these guys. All you need is bees. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily true. Yeah, you can see right here, it still says slowest worker. It's not going to be until that says fast worker. Ugh. Yeah, we could make a Mistcraft dimension that has lava, or a Mistcraft dimension that has oil. That is a possibility. But then we have to constantly worry about going and moving our pumps and this and that. I think this is more interesting overall. But maybe that's just me. Fabian, you don't like the Nether? It's too scary. Oh, come on. Dude, these bees are taking forever to get the effect applied to them. Definitely just me. Well, awesome, Possum. I'm glad you have your own opinion, but I don't think you are correct. It's definitely not you, but not definitely just me. There's no tick acceleration in this Astro. What version am I playing on? This is 147 modded Minecraft. This is from 2013. Or the quarries, we set them up earlier, so they are probably still in the dirt layer. Chris Lizard Red, this is English only, my friend. English only. Kids are definitely out of school early today. Yeah, there's no tick acceleration in this, and in fact, I don't remember the first pack that we played that has tick acceleration in it at all of any form. I think the closest thing to tick acceleration in this pack, or in any of the packs that came shortly after this one, would be like the lily pads of fertility, these things, and like watering cans. But I don't remember there being tick acceleration. That's like, I don't think that was a thing in any of the packs that I played until like 1.10 or something. Mistcraft has some in later versions, doesn't it? I don't think so, but I don't know. I didn't play with Mistcraft a whole lot. Come on, finish up. Do it. Do it. Oh, come on. D Whackman says are closed due to quarantine, and we have vacation now, so we don't have any. But we do have on the internet, and that's not the best way to teach. I guess you're referring to your school has closed, but you do have internet? In the version that used linking pages to make ages, there was tick accelerate. Oh, right. You're talking about accelerated time in the Mistcraft dimension. Aha. Yes, I did forget about that. I thought you were talking about some kind of an item that you can use to like accelerate things around it. Yes. Mistcraft does have a time accelerated page. I don't know if that's in this version. Maybe not. That's the earliest tick acceleration you can think of. Darkcraft has time torch and 164. There you go. All right, so this one's done. As soon as this one gets done getting the fertility, we can start working on that, and then we're done finally and can start like duplicating these. Yeah, the time torch. Was that 164? I guess it would have been 164. Are you sure it's not 152? There are different bees that have tick acceleration in later versions of Minecraft. I don't think any bees in this particular pack have tick acceleration. I remember using those bees for the tick acceleration when we were playing FTB Continuum. Aha, this one's done finally. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this so I can see what's going on here. All right. Hopefully this one isn't gonna take 20 charges. All right, so that's done. That's done. I guess we can clean these up. Oh, there's another fast. I don't think I need a... Oh man, we got a bunch of fasts. I don't think I need to worry about that. We have 3 of the fasts already. All right, Sheris, I'm going to tell you one last time. Actually, I'm just going to tell you. Please stop backseat gaming. When I want your advice on what I can make or what I should make, I will ask you. But please stop backseat gaming, okay? Because I think the only things that you've said today have literally been telling me what to do. Hello, Sparker. How you doing? Yeah, watch a flowing time is one of the first tick acceleration items, I think, but that is not in this pack. This has equivalent exchange, and this doesn't even have like the oh, I can't even remember. What's the main item? The Philosopher's Stone? The Philosopher's Stone is not even a thing you can make. It has no recipe. There is the Minium Stone, however. I don't know what the difference is, but it seems to do basically the same thing. But that we can make that. But yeah, there's no watch of flowing time in this. Actually, isn't there like a tree from Twilight that has some kind of tick acceleration? The Time Wood? I can't remember. I feel like the Time Wood. I don't remember what this does. It says on the wiki, yeah, Time Wood Clock. What is this? Okay, so crops that grow near Time Wood core grow faster, and other tile entities are sped up. So the Time Wood might be the first tick acceleration from Twilight. Tree of Time sapling. This might be only found in chests. Not sure. Basically, it says you grow the tree and then you right-click the center block that's got the clock on it, and then things nearby, tile entities and crops go faster. Ooh, we're done. Yeah, pretty much anything that you can put items in is a tile entity. A furnace is a tile entity. All right, so these should work all the time. We're just gonna do that. We're just gonna have that go all the time. I just want to make sure this is working. Finding one may be hard. Yeah, I don't know where you find them. I assume just like in the different loot areas. That thing down there is not a tile entity. It's a multi-block structure, but like the frame housings are tile entities. I think one of the blocks for the multi-block turns into a tile entity when the multi-block forms. I could be wrong, something like that. I'm gonna get rid of. Oh no, I was gonna keep that. Oh well, got rid of it. Cultivated. Let's go bring those back to the forest biome. So this is trash, that's trash. All of these are trash, except for that. And I want to get rid of this one. So those are pure cultivated bees. What do I have in here? I have cultivated in here. So let's stop this. And we're gonna start with these. We'll get rid of all of these drones, and then this is gonna make more of the purebred ones with the correct stats. So that means I can put these over here to get liquefied. And we can also put the industrious bees back on there too. But I do want to recover these alvearies. Okay, I need to put some of these away. I got too much stuff. All right, so let's put these frames away. Put this stuff away for now. That away. That can go away. Don't need the EE stuff. I guess the Edenic bees can go away as well. All right. No problem, Esty. I'm tired of repeating myself to somebody who's not going to listen. No, normally if I have to time out somebody, if I do it, it's because they've been irritating me and they're just done. I usually go for like the ban, not so much the timeout. If you're backseat gaming me and I've told you to stop and you do it again, I tell you that I've already told you not to do that, and then you do it again, you're done. That's all there is to it. Either you have no comprehension and you don't belong here, or you don't want to listen to me and you don't belong here. Either way, you don't belong here. My fault. Dude, I have 2 more alvearies down here. How many alvearies do I have? Goodness. A lot, apparently. That power glove is creative mode speed? In some cases. In some cases, it's instant mine. But creative mode doesn't really have, like, instant mine. Like survival does. All right. I don't like how we have 2 separate sets of drones like that. I don't know which one is which. I guess it doesn't really matter, but we're gonna get rid of those eventually. I'll be cleaning all of that up. So how are we doing over here? Oh, I didn't put the frames in here. Oh, no wonder. So if you don't do anything wrong, you're good. If you do something and I tell you not to do it, and you do it again, I tell you not to do it again, and then you continue to do it, that's where there's a problem. Like, if you're here to hang out and you want to listen to what I have to say and like act like a normal person, we'll all get along just fine. Yo, we already got 50. All right, let's go set up a bunch of these alvearies then. So I need a bunch of chests. Let's do 5 alvearies. All right, so frames. Perfect. Princess. 5 of those. Gate. 5 of those. Wooden transport. Apiary pipe. That's it, right? I think that's it. And then, of course, the frames, which I'm gonna have to do a second trip since they don't stack. Hello, N1375. Okay. Oh, I didn't grab the slabs. I knew I forgot something. So I need slabs, I need frame housings. I guess they could have hooked up everything else, but let's grab these real quick. All right, not frame housings, frames. Slab? Is that gonna be enough? That's probably enough. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have enough for one more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Cool. All right, so we got that. Let's get, put the frames in. All right, chests. Wooden pipe. Apiarist. And gate. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, so we want the gate to be redstone signal off, energy pulsar. Off pulsar. Off pulsar. Off pulsar and off pulsar. All right, so those are all set. Black needs to be anything, and then red needs to be any bees. Any bees. Okay, so those are all set. So now it should just be a matter of putting the princesses in and then the drones, and then we're good. So grab the rest of our frames. I'm so expert in modded. Well, I've done this pack before. But yeah, I've been doing modded Minecraft for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That should be all that we need. Frame, frame, frame. Frame, frame, frame. Did I get all those? I think I did. Okay, so those are all set. Let's grab the drones. Perfect. Drone, 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 and drone. So now we have, what is that, 7 alvearies? We'll have 7 of these bees going that are going to be producing our oily combs. And each oily comb, is it a 100% chance to get, I don't remember, 60% chance to get half a bucket of oil. Yeah, KM Hunter, I've been doing this for quite a few years. This pack was like my first introduction into modded Minecraft back in 2013. I didn't start out as an expert in mods, that's for sure. And then the petroleum comb, 60% chance at half a bucket of biofuel. We've already gotten a decent amount of combs, which is good. They're not maxed out on productivity. They have fast productivity, which is the fastest that we can get until we do thaumic bees, which is going to involve us having to do Thaumcraft. So like we can make them faster, but for right now, they're as fast as they can be. Which it doesn't really matter, all things considered, like how fast the bees are, because we can always just add more. What is that? The zombie holding an egg. Like we can always make more bees to make more combs, right? You thought industrial bees had faster? Industrious bees have slower. Now things have changed over time. This is an older version of forestry. But industrious has slower. Cultivated has fast. Aura has fastest. Ignis has faster. Aqua has fast. These are the thaumic bees that we'd have to get into. So Aura would be what we need to get the fastest trait, but we haven't even started into Thaumcraft, so we can't do thaumic bees at this point, I don't think. Yeah. Would be as the biggest territory? I don't know, dude. Go get the apiary's database and take a look. I feel like these haven't... No flowers. Of course they haven't done anything. They need flowers. The rocky bees didn't need flowers because the flowers they use is just stone, which is like directly below them. There we go. That was going to take a really long time otherwise. Okay, so now that we have this going, I guess we can look at setting up liquid fueled fireboxes and maybe getting another row of boilers set up. So a liquid fueled firebox. These. How much different is that than the solid? Okay, so the liquid requires steel and the bucket. That's really not that. It's really not that big of a deal. I think we have everything for that too. All right. Quick chat, quick math. What is 5 times 9? It's too late. I already typed it in before you guys said. I already quick mathed before you guys could. I mathed on stream. Don't tell the Twitch police. Oh my goodness, I have so many notifications on my phone. So that now that we have this going, we are gonna need 36 times 5. That's not a number you're gonna be able to do. 36 times 5. 180. High pressure. 180. Do it. Do it. All right, so while we're doing that, stone brick. Go ahead and make up that much more. Thank you. Put these cones away. Don't really need, oops, I don't need these refined drones or that. Oak wood slabs. All right, let's go make space. What's the ground level here? Down to 57. Awesome. What is the max size for a boiler? It is 3 by 3 by 4. Oop. Okay, so we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Oh, I made this wall 1 block too big or too far away, but that's fine. So 1, 2, 3. Then we have boiler, boiler, boiler. Then 1, 2, 3. So this is the back wall right here. The last time we went to dig this out, I didn't have instant mine, and this was like really slow to break. But now I have instant mine, and it's kind of fun. Guess I'm out of inventory. All right. This wall needs to go. I think that's right. Whoops. All right. You're so lost with mod packs and versions. Which mod pack has EU's Quarry? Extra utilities? You're talking about probably the next, like 1.5, I think is when extra utilities comes out. 1.5.2. Let me just double check the spacing here. So 1, 2, 3 boiler, 1, 2, 3 back wall. So this needs to be all stone brick here. So that means this needs to be shaped back one more. Mm-hmm. Actually, I guess I should probably drill this down while I'm up here. It'd be easier. Will I take a break from modded, even a short one, 117 releases? I might be taking a break from modded, like on my YouTube channel, after I'm done with Project Ozone 3. That doesn't mean we won't still do modded on stream, but I think on YouTube, I might take a break from it for a little while. Probably until like some pack comes out that's interesting. Not just another rehash. Oh, that's creeper. Not another rehash of the same things that I've played 100 times now. Yeah, Project Ozone 3 has taken a long time, but it's not just that. It's like the last few mod packs that I've played have all felt basically the same. It's starting to get annoying, actually, like how samey they are. Do you hear a little modded depression? No. What you're hearing is that the mod packs that I have played have all ended up feeling roughly the same. Hasn't been any like new interesting mods for quite some time. All the mod packs are the same like basic progression with ex nihilo or whatever, and make creative items. Like I've done it, right? There's been no new territory uncovered. Now here comes all the questions. Have I played this pack? Have I played that pack? If you want to see a list of all the packs that I played, you can look at the About section. I've taken a look of all the packs that have been out, and I've played all the ones that have interested me. And there hasn't been anything out that has interested me. Where am I going? Over here. Okay. So the room is all set up. We just need to grab our stuff. I need 5 liquid tesseracts. I think I have extras that are already made in the applied energistic system. Let's go take a look. When the glass changes clear, when I updated to a texture pack that had the new glass texture that I made, and then I had to edit the Optifine to include that as a connected texture. It was a lot of fun to figure out. But I did it! Liquid tesseract. Let's tell it to make 10 more of those. High pressure boiler. Liquid duct. Now, as far as how we're going to get the fuel into those, I don't know. Maybe we'll do like a tesseract to send the fuel. I keep going over to the B area. I mean, we still have to set up a way to take the combs and extract the propolis and then squeeze it and then get the oil, etc. There's like still more setup here. But we are making progress to getting off blaze rods. Will I ever do variety content on YouTube? Well, that depends entirely on if people want to watch me do variety content on YouTube. If I upload anything else that's not Minecraft, it generally gets way poorer views than what I would get if I uploaded Minecraft, right? So that right there is an argument against doing it. Oops. If I could upload variety content and get the same views that I currently have or better views, I would be all about it. But since I do YouTube as my job and not just for fun, I don't really have the luxury of just doing whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? If views were an issue, what would I like to do? I don't know. If you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, you get kind of burned out, right? That's why I play modded Minecraft, because while it's the same thing, it is different and there's more stuff to do. But since that's starting to become stale, what would I like to do? I don't know if I can answer that. I could say literally anything else, but that's not an answer you want to hear, I'm sure. What's my most viewed non-Minecraft video? I don't know. You should probably go to my YouTube channel and do that research. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not to say that I don't have fun making YouTube videos and all that stuff, and I'm not just doing it and I hate doing it and all that stuff, right? But it does, like when I first started doing this, like as a part-time thing, just having fun uploading videos, and I get excited when people watched it and commented and stuff, like it's quite different looking back then to what it is now as like a job. And then I just constantly see negative comments, people like, oh, you suck, I could do better, yada yada yada. Like, it starts to grate on your nerves after a while, you know what I mean? What are we missing? 10. How am I completely out of 10? What? This I don't understand. How am I completely out of 10? Is it all of these cells? Oh no.
Ready, set, go.
That's exact. Oh my goodness. Stop doing that. This is exactly the problem. That's an issue. That's an issue I didn't know that I had. But I do have it. and it's an issue. And it's a pretty mean place. Don't let this stuff get to you. Haters gonna hate. Well, I mean, I ignore it. I have a thick skin. You kind of have to if you're gonna be like a content creator. But that doesn't lessen how grating it is every time you see it. Well then, these also, yikes. I don't think you can uncraft the cells. I mean, I guess we could try. Won't let us do it. Oh, you know what? I think we can grind these, actually. Yeah, we can do tin dust and then convert that. Okay. All is not lost. It's just mostly lost. But it's not all lost. We have all that mercury as well that are in these cells, 51,000 of these cells. Yeah, I didn't really consider the fact that we're constantly using tin to do this when we started doing this. Wait a second. Recipe. Oh, it literally is 1 ingot of tin per cell. I was thinking the can recipe where it's 3 of them and you get 12. How do you deal with it and not let the hate get to you? Just by stopping reading comments. On Twitch, I just ban people who annoy me. So the only thing that we can do with these, we can macerate them, or we can use them for what they're used for. We can use a pulverizer, but that's slower. Yeah, when people get obnoxious on YouTube, I just hide them, block them, report them. Generally, though, the comments on YouTube videos, when they're just negative and mostly negative, I just stop reading comments for a while. It's just for my mental health. You know how, like, you watch YouTube videos and you're like, oh, this guy never reads his comments. Well, he probably did at one point. Until all the jerks of the internet started talking bad about him or leaving negative comments, and it affects them. I mean, most likely that's what's happened. Is there a way to clear contents of cells? Yes, you can right click them onto a tank and empty them. Really, what we're gonna need to do for like these mercury ones, since we have so much of this, I don't want to delete it. I don't want to get rid of the fluid. I want to keep that. We're gonna need something that holds a whole lot of fluid. And most likely we're going to want like a quantum tank, which is a little expensive. We might be able to make these now. I'm not entirely sure. But these hold, I think it's 2 billion, 2.4 billion, whatever. Like, that's large fluid storage. It's good. JKCBWP net. CBWP, thank you for the 500 bits. That's quite the name you got there, by the way. Yes, you can automate it, Claire. Yes, but that's not what I'm talking about. We were just asking, can we empty them or get them back? Yeah. I don't have anywhere to put the fluid, so it's not something that's on my radar. There's no hoppers. This version of Minecraft doesn't have hoppers. I'm just going to have to set up another macerator with an export bus. I don't want to remove the automation that we have here already. You can only insert into the macerator from the top, and we only have one. I need to set up another one with an export bus to do this for me. Let's do it. Everything's going to be a huge pain in the ass since we don't have tin. Why are we still making so many empty cells? Is that for this over here? No. Oh, that's right. It's going into these because these get imported from the bottom. Right, okay. I get it. I thought I disconnected the cells. I disconnected the redstone. I was thinking I was disconnecting the redstone and the cells. Let's just keep putting some more tin in the system. Have I considered playing FTB Ultimate Reloaded instead? I have not considered playing Ultimate Reloaded instead. Because I want to play Ultimate, not Ultimate Reloaded. Did we make that macerator? There we go. And then we need transformer upgrades. Immortal, I am getting tin from quarries. In fact, we had a lot of tin from our quarry. And all of the tin that we had got automatically converted into tin cells to contain mercury and other such fluid. Every one of these cells here is one piece of tin. 51,000, 17,700, etc. Right? Plus the compressed air cells that we have. All of our tin is tied up in these cells. Hello, Most Wanted. How you doing, dude? Overclocker. I also need to get a glass fibre cable. So the macerator is going to go here. We need to put the transformer upgrades in it first. Then we can put this here. And then we need the overclockers and an export. Make it. Make it. Export boosts. Empty cell. ME cable. Actually, I guess I don't need ME cable. We just do that. All right, I do need to import. Okay. Overclockers. Man, those are crafting super slow. $1 million sticks? Are you jealous of the amount of sticks that I have? What are we missing? What? Oh, the auto crafting stops if you add or take anything away from the network, right? So I need to queue up 6 more overclockers. It's gonna be really slow unless I do that. Yo, the TPS lag. Where's the sun? Is the sun like moving around a bit? Can't see the sun. Well, the TPS kind of jumped a little bit, but it's not a constant thing. Oh, you know what? I was gonna fix the this needs to be changed to a stack. I was gonna fix the thing where we were spawning in the spiders so they couldn't get caught. I didn't do that yet. Okay, so that's set up. Tin. So I need one of those and one of these.
Tonight, I want to talk to you about violence in our cities. It's been the brutality of a...
Okay.
I will use whatever force is necessary to restore order.
Let's tell it to make that much. Okay, so we're getting tin back. We don't have that much of it though. What is TPS? I don't even know how to find out. Oh, if you're asking what it stands for, it's ticks per second. I thought you were asking what the TPS was. I don't know. So yeah, we need to like... I don't even know if hydrogen or sodium is something that we need. I'm guessing probably not. At least not yet. Can I like... I can't do anything with this. Uses on these. Oh, you know what we used to do? I think we used to take the Buildcraft tanks.
The time is now. Let us be heard as we sing our way into battle.
Oh, it won't let me do a shift click. Recipe, shift click. It won't let me do that. Weird. I think we used to take these Buildcraft tanks and just place them like this and then like empty out those cells and then break the tanks. I think that's how we used to get rid of a lot of the stuff. Like especially things that we weren't automating. Oh, actually maybe not because that's deleting the cell too. Okay, so no, never mind. I thought that would keep the cell. I guess we have to use like a fluid transposer or something. Extractor. We have to use the extractor. There we go. Let me get rid of those. I'll put that again. Okay. Silicon cell. I'm not sure if that's useful for anything. We can make silicon plate in the industrial blast furnace. What is that useful for? What's the temperature? Can we just throw it in all of our blast furnaces? Oh, that's low temp. Okay. I just put all of them in there. I don't really know if we're gonna need these, but we'll just go ahead and just toss them in. All right, so how are we doing on power? So that's constant 4.2. Oof. How about here? We keeping up? Looks like all these are staying full. All right. That's all that matters. Spider. You once had 2 TPS once. Is that bad? All right. So now that we got that done, let's go. I guess we'll do stone brick. Let's go to... No, not this dimension. It was the other one. Yeah, that one's fine. We need to go to this one. Yeah, we got spiders that are like spawning and hanging out on the edges there. We need to get rid of those. So I'm going to fill that in full of blocks so spiders can't hang out there anymore. Whoop. Let me turn off the spider spawning. Hey T-Can, how you doing, dude? Do. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, our automatic frames stopped working Wednesday or Thursday because we ran out of string. So I set up a tier 5 spider spawner so we could collect string, but now I didn't set it up properly, so the spiders are kind of like hanging out here, not moving, and then they stop spawning. And now I think we should be fine. We'll get a little bit less efficient spawning, but it's better to have less efficient spawning that actually spawns than no spawns at all. think we should be good now. Can I turn off particles? Particles. Oh, particles is now like part of this. Is that under details? Oh god, where's particles? This is one of the reasons why I don't like Optifine, is because it moves default vanilla stuff. Where's the particle? Under animation particles. I love when the blades come through, they just kind of like explode. Alright, well, it looks like we're getting constant spiders now, which is what we need. Pretty good. How about yourself? It's Friday, so there's that. Oh, man. Yeah, Friday makes the day real good, man. Probably what I'm going to be doing tonight is just watching the news coverage of Hurricane Delta. Even though it's not affecting me directly, I still find weather, stuff like that, watching storm chasers and stuff very interesting. So I'll probably be watching that tonight as that unfolds. Oh, I guess I use stone brick. I didn't bring enough water? Are those like compressed mobs that spawn 9 when killed? No. No, what's happening is in that one dimension that was making all the sound, where I was putting the blocks to stop the spiders from crawling around, as the mobs spawn from the tier 5 soul shard, they're immediately touching one of those portals, which warps them to another dimension. And all of those mobs are being warped to the same exact point in that dimension. So like, as they appear, they decompress and like kind of explode a little bit. Let me get another bucket of water. I also need to change the settings on these. You're back with food? You got Arby's? Well, what did you get me? Hopefully a ham and cheese. Or a roast beef and cheese? A beef and cheddar? Whatever they call it. Beef and cheddar, I think. With some Arby's sauce and horsey sauce, please. Thank you. And curly fries, extra curly. None of that, like, partly curly nonsense. Only the extra curly ones. Why is the water so green? The watercolor is based on the biome. We are in a wasteland biome that's just like not a nice looking biome, so that's why we're just doing power generation here. Because power generation isn't something that's nice to look at, really. Okay, so these are about ready. I guess I can like finish the multi-blocks and let them start filling up full of water. All right, so these guys are ready to go as soon as we get ourselves some fuel to start putting into them. Let's go take a look and see what our bees are up to. That's actually not that impressive. Yeah, the frames died. That's actually slightly impressive. Let's get rid of all of this crap. All of these fail bees. Do those stack? Those stack. I don't know why when I sorted those didn't like sort properly. Whatever. Those are all out of frames. Some of these did really well. Lots of the oily combs, and some of them did kind of meh. But that's fine. Like, they'll all do pretty good as soon as we start adding in frames to make them last longer. Another thing that we need to work on, guys, is we need to get ourselves emerald bees. Bees that make emerald shards so we can trade with villagers for, like, the good frames. For our production bees. I guess we have 151 emeralds. I'm not sure how we got so many. I must have... No, because we were down to like 30. I guess maybe we're mining them in the Mushroom Island biome? Either way, we need to grab those and get some of the good frames. Let's spawn in a villager. What are we looking for? We are looking for Safari Net. Like, what is that thing called? I keep thinking mob imprisonment tool because of the newer Minecraft. Ooh. Somebody press that button. Somebody's been messing in my base. All right. You're done. Yeah, done. That should be enough for now. Like, we only need one of these stacks per hive. So that's 5. Then we got little extras. What's that inventory bug? Old school villager trading. Villagers didn't used to be as nice as they are today. These frames, I think, last a lot longer than the chocolate ones. I think the chocolate ones have low durability. These should last a lot longer. And they increase the production of the bees, so they'll die less often, but they'll still produce a bunch of stuff. We have plenty of drones. We don't really need the bees dying quickly. Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. I thought we only had 5 of these alvearies. We have 7 of them. Eventually, when we get into mechanism routers, we'll be able to insert all of these automatically. But we are not there yet. All right, and these. Sweet. So now every time the bee does a health tick, we should see probably 2 oily combs and maybe one of the other comb. Like, we should be seeing a lot of stuff coming through. So 2 oily and one of the other one, the petroleum comb. How good are the proven frames? They're just as good as the untreated frames. They have a lot more durability though. They do the same thing. But like every, was it 30 seconds or something, we should see 2 oily combs and one of the petroleum combs. And all of those combs have a 60% chance of giving us the propolis of their type. So either oil or biofuel. And we'll take that and start refining that down and using that for our power. This is going to be real good. The next step is I need to replace these chests with ender chests or have them all go to the same place, something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and start setting up something that will take these and convert them into oil. Where do we want to do that? Do we want to do that down here? I'm not sure how much more we're going to expand out. Because we're going to eventually convert all of these to the liquid fueled fireboxes. These are already set up. But like once we do that, do I set up the oil stuff here? We could set up in the base, but I kind of feel like it should be together. Let's go sleep before we get creepered. No, we're still going to be using steam power. We're just moving up blaze rods to do it into liquid, which is far more dense. It's far more dense, and we can store a lot of it. Yeah, we're getting this stuff pretty quickly. This might be something that we're just going to have to wait for next live stream to do because it's going to take a while to get the rest of this set up, I feel like. How are we doing on the blaze rods? So we're still at 900,000. We were at 900,000 yesterday. So these should last over the weekend. We're going to be dropping down. And then we can always gain them back later. Yeah, I tell you guys what. Let's go ahead. We're going to leave it here. Next live stream that we work on this, we will work on the oil combs, turning that into oil, setting up refineries, and then taking that refined fuel and powering our liquid steam boilers. And then converting our solid fuel ones to liquid ones after the liquid ones heat up. Yep. I think that's what we're going to do. So yeah, that's it. It's kind of disappointing being completely out of tin, but at least we figured it out, what the problem was. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this live stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let me go ahead. We're going to send a raid over to XP. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate all the support. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend. Our next live stream will be on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to check that out, you know where to be. But that's it. Stick around for the raid if you want to say hello to XP. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, guys.
Don't touch me! Check the